All right, Erica, thanks a lot. Well, East Cleveland right now in a predicament. Their police department is decimated between corruption and some officers breaking the law. The mayor says enough is enough, and safety, of course, is a major concern. Everywhere at 5, Winnie Dortch found that help is on the way.
East Cleveland Mayor Brandon King sending an urgent plea to Governor Mike DeWine. The problems within the city's police force leaving the department shorthanded. In a letter dated June 28th, King requested the National Guard and state defense to support the city's police force. The department had 40 officers, that number reduced by more than 50%. He says the diminished capacity of our peace officers to deliver safe and timely service has become a matter of grave concern. I reached out to the governor's office, who confirms they received the letter, but says the National Guard isn't the appropriate resource for the city's needs, saying assistance from the Ohio State Highway Patrol is in line with how the state has handled similar situations in the past involving local law enforcement agencies in need of support. Instead, the matter is now in the hands of the Ohio State Highway Patrol, so I asked what is their plan. I received a statement that reads in part, "This collaboration is the latest initiative coordinated in partnership with the governor's office. Additional details about this initiative will be announced when they become available." I emailed the mayor. I also stopped by his office. Is he off for today?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Do you think he'll reply to his email?
He may. I'll check. I'll reach with him.
Okay, yeah, we're just trying to talk to him about the letter he sent to the governor about getting help. He was not in at the time. We are waiting for comment. In East Cleveland, Winnie Dortch, 19 News.
Well, this will be the second time the State Highway Patrol will man the streets of East Cleveland. Last year, 19 News reported extensively on a partnership between the two. Troopers were there for 6 weeks to enforce traffic laws so East Cleveland officers could handle criminal matters.